Hi, hello friends. Welcome to T Academy. After a very long time, I'm making this video for you, and I will continue my videos regularly as I did before. In this video, we'll discuss some basic 50 electrical machines conceptual questions, which are of mostly fill in the blank type or a true or false type. So this will be useful for your competitive exams and for your semester exams also. So all the questions are simple, basic, and I made the questions here to avoid some confusion regarding the questions here. Okay, so let's start the 50 MCQs series here. The first question here it is: the iron losses takes place in dash polar system. So generally we have two type of polar systems, that is a homopolar system, and second one is a bipolar system. Whatever the electrical machines that we are using now are having bipolar system. Okay, that means we have the both north pole. Okay, let me take, we have both north pole as well as south pole here. In a homopolar system, what will happen here is either we have only north pole, either we have only south pole, but not the both. That is the reason why when there is a alternating flux, that is a both north pole and south pole are there we have iron losses, but in a homopolar system we don't have any iron losses. So keep this point in your mind here. Okay, but to avoid the extra cost, what we are doing here it is we are using bipolar system. So in the bipolar system we are having iron losses. Next question: a 4-pole DC generator running at 1500 rpm, the generated EMF frequency is 50 Hz and the output frequency is. So here the question is about the output frequency. So output frequency means don't go for the NS is equal to 120 F by P formula. Okay, here think the question is logically here, that is DC generator. What is the output? For a DC generator the output will be DC only. Okay, DC only. Okay, what about the generated EMF? Generated EMF will have 50 Hz frequency, but the commutator what it will do is it will convert the generated AC into DC. So DC will have output frequency as 0 Hz here. That is our second question. Next one, the EMF induced in the armature conductors. You can see here the generated EMF or induced EMF having some frequency. So frequency means either it is a DC or AC. Frequency means it is a AC only. Next one, in a small machines, the yoke, the outer part of the DC machine is generally made by. And similarly, next question will be in a large machines, yoke generally made by. So in a smaller machines, it is made by cast iron. Okay, cast iron here. And similarly, in case of large electrical machines, the yoke is made by cast steel. Okay, steel. Next, sixth question here. Yoke requires lamination. It is a true or false question. It's a yes or no. So yoke doesn't require laminations. It's a solid part. So yoke requires lamination means it is a no. Why? Because in the yoke the flux reversal won't takes place. Okay. In a DC machines the number of magnetic circuits is same as number of poles. Number of poles here. Okay. The poles core requires lamination, yes or no? So yoke and the pole core doesn't require laminations. Then which part of the electrical machines, which part of the DC machines requires lamination, sir? Means it is a pole shoe. Okay, so pole shoe, as you have seen in the electrical machines, it's a shape of like this. So this is called pole core and this will be pole shoe. Okay, so here we have armature. When the armature is rotating, okay, when the armature is rotating, the magnetic flux linkage will takes place in this pole shoe part. That's the reason why the pole shoe requires lamination means SCR. Okay, now this pole shoe covers how much percentage of this pole pitch? Okay, so here we have pole pitch here. It is going to cover 70 to 90% of the pole pitch here. Okay, Next question, 11th question here. In a DC machine, dash pole shoes are used. That means what is the shape of this pole shoe? And similarly, I'm taking the comparison with the AC machines. In AC machines, dash pole shoes are used. In a DC machines, we can use arc or broader type. And in case of AC machines, we can use chamfered or we can use eccentric type. Okay, eccentric pole shoes we can use here. Next one, the rating of the field is dash percentage of rating of the machine. The field winding rating will be around half to 1%. That means if the machine rating is 100 watts, then it will be what? It is either 0.5 to 1 watt only. Okay, so very important question here. Rating of the field winding here. Next one, the 14th question here. In a DC machine, the armature core is made up of. In a DC machine, armature core is made up of silicon, steel, laminations. Okay, silicon, steel, laminations we are going to make. Next one, in DC machine, dash type of slots are used. In a DC machine, we can use the open type slots. In induction machines, we can use closed type of slots are used here. Okay, next one, commutation segments are made up of. The commutation segments are made up of hard drawn copper, so HD copper. Okay, maximum dielectric strength of mica insulator is, it is around 50 volts here. Next one, 19th question. Number of commutator segments is dash number of coils. So it is the same as number of coils here. 20th question. In a small machine, brushes are made up of. In a small electrical machine, the brushes are made up of copper, okay, or carbon. So copper or carbon, okay, carbon brushes. But in large electrical machines, the brushes are made up of metal graphite or electric graphite. So they are metal graphite or electric graphite. So metal graphite or electric graphite here. Next one, 22nd question. The number of brushes. The number of brushes used in a wave connection is. So the number of brushes are used in a wave connection is, it is simply 2. Suppose if you are going for the multiplex windings, then it is multiplied with m here. So 2 into m. Where is the multiplex number here? 23rd question. The number of brushes used in a multiplex lab connection is. So multiplex lab connection is, it is nothing but 2 times that of its p poles. Okay. Next one. In general, the carbon brushes having a voltage drop of dash volts. So it is having voltage drop of 2 volts. In general, metal graphite, which I discussed in here, metal graphite large electrical machines, which will having a voltage drop of 0.5 volts here. Okay. Next one. The closed type of winding are used in a commutator machine. So closed type of winding is used in commutator machine. The options are yes or no. So the correct option is yes. Next one, double layer winding. The top layer are designed with the dash numbers and the bottom layers are designed with the dash numbers. In a double layer winding, the top layer are designed with odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5 like that, and even numbers are the bottom. So it's nothing but even. Okay. Next one. In a double layer winding, the last coil side numbered in the nth slot is dash. So where in is the slot number? U is nothing but number of coil sides per slot. So answer will be it is the slot number into number of coil slates per slot. N into U will be the answer, the product of these two here. Next question here, 29 question. In a double layer winding, the first coil side numbered in the nth slot is, okay, so it is N into U minus U plus 1. So we have already discussed this, what is a N and what is a U here, okay. So where N is nothing but slot number, U is nothing but number of coil slots per slot. Next one, in a progressive winding, the back pitch is dash than the front pitch, so it is more. Next one, in retrogressive winding, the front pitch is dash than the back pitch, so more than the back pitch winding. Next one, number of conductors in a coil is a dash times that of the coil. The number of conductors in a coil is a 2 times the times of the coil here. That means one coil will have it is 2 conductors. Number of conductors in each coil side is, the number of conductors in each coil side is dash to the number of turns or coil. So it will be equal or same. So equal will be next one. 34th question here. Number of coil sides per pole is equal to. So it is equal to pole pitch. Next one. Hysteresis losses are dash proportional to speed. So hysteresis losses are directly proportional to. So directly proportional to speed. Next one. Eddy current losses dash proportional to square of the speed. So it is also directly proportional to square of the speed. That means the speed and we have losses relationship here. Okay, as the speed is more, losses will be more here. Bearing frictional losses are directly proportional to, so directly proportional to it is speed only. Okay, next one, the brush frictional losses are directly proportional to square of, so brush frictional loss is proportional to directly proportional to square of the speed here, that is a n square. Next one, the windage losses are directly proportional to speed cube here, that is a n cube. Okay, it's not right. So here we have square of n cubed of n here. Okay, 40th question here. DC series machine is a dash speed machine. So very important question. It is a variable speed machine. Next one, the windage losses can be reduced by having. Okay, so having it is a dash area means it is a less area. The back pitch is always dash numbered. So YB back pitch is nothing but it is always odd numbered. The formula for back pitch is, so the formula for back pitch is, it's a pole pitch plus or minus k. So where k is an integer which is used in this formula to make this back pitch always odd number. Next one, the 44th question here. For a multiplex winding, the difference between the back pitch and front pitch. Say it's a for lap connected winding. So it will be equal to plus or minus 2 into m. Okay, next one. So here m plus for progressive winding, minus for retrogressive winding here. Next one, the resultant pitch winding is a sum of dash pitches. 45th question here. It is a sum of the back pitch and front pitch, YB, YF. Okay. Next one, the commutator pitch for multiplex lap winding is, the commutator pitch for the multiplex lap winding is, so it is a plus or minus m here. Next one, the commutator pitch for the multiplex wave winding is, so it is C plus or minus m divided by poles by 2 here. Okay. Next one, dummy coils may be used in a dash winding. The dummy coils used in the wave winding, and to avoid the dummy coils, 2s by p should not be a integer. And equalizer rings are used in a dash winding. The equalizer rings are used in the lap connected winding. Okay, so all the questions that I have considered from the standard textbooks of electrical machines. Okay, so if you want the any notations or any clarification regarding these questions here, you can follow the textbook and you will get the clarity about the notations that I'm using here. So thank you friends. Have a nice day.